off the fucking camera. Fucking stupid. Tumblr moment. Here I am. So, my name's Neil. And, my fucking grandma's pissed me off, dude. Hey. So recently, my friend Santi, I met in Los Angeles, he was like telling me through a voice memo, he was like, you should start just making YouTube videos. You should start just expressing yourself. And like really honest and expressing where you're at and what you're going through and what you're doing. I was like, you know, in this between space, if I want to do acting or music. And he was like, why don't you start just making YouTube videos? So no matter what you do, you can just entertain people and have an audience. But yeah. When I was 18 years old, I drove to LA by myself during the pandemic. It's a really crazy, stupid idea, but it was fun. And I rented this room in this house. With this old scientist named Dr. Reiner. Like, he created the Hubble telescope. He's a fucking phenomenal person. He was interesting, but scary at the same time. And he had a caretaker named Nikki, who was Filipino, and she was like disabled, but somehow she was taking care of this old man. I met a lot of cool people during that time. Isaiah, he made music. Amir, he's a writer, you know, torture writer, you know. It was a fun time. What am I getting with this? Y'all only hear this bullshit, y'all. Like shit. But one thing I did get in LA, I got this dog named Ella. Ella. She's so great, isn't she? Ella. She is. She's sweet. Like 6 years old. Black lab mixed with some kind of, I don't know what she's mixed with, but she's sexy. But anyway, I've been like going to like 4 or 5. I don't even drink caffeine. I haven't been drinking caffeine. I'm drinking tea right now, green tea, but I haven't had even that in a couple of days. I don't know what the fuck's going on yet. Anyway. Yeah, I moved back to Kentucky in August. I drove back. I told myself I'd never do that drive again. It was fucking brutal. I slept in my car the whole way down there. I didn't have enough money. I had like $500 extra to spend. Then a cashier's check. Why do I feel like this? Anyway. But, yeah, I drove back. I decided to drive back during a severe heat warning. In the middle of summer. July, actually. It was like late July. But I got here in August. That's how fucking long it took me. In my 2000 Honda Accord, no AC. I mean, hardly AC that worked. Just windows down with a dog. Now, I got in the desert about, like, I don't know where at in the desert. Like, Death Valley, who knows? It was like an hour and a half out of LA. And I was like, wow. I mean, it was so hot where, like, breathing in, like I couldn't, as hot as heat I've ever experienced in my life. At night, it was like a full-blown, middle of the night, it was a full-blown, like, hot day. I had to stop on the side of the road and pour water over my dog. Like a gallon of water that was basically melting in my car. I had to pour it over myself because I was burning up. I thought I was gonna die. Then on the side of the road, I turned my car back on, and I realized that my AC was still on when I turned the car off, like, the dial was on. And so I turned the car back on, and I pull on the side of the road and start shaking. And I'm like, I grew up religious, but I had this like little St. Anthony. My grandma gave me this little St. Anthony necklace hanging on my rearview mirror, and I just fucking held that shit, and I started saying the Hail Mary, bro. And then luckily the next stop, it shook for a second, then it went, and I was like, oh god. My check engine light was on, and I had fucking 23 hours left to drive. And I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck? I was like, should I stay in LA? What the fuck? I was like, what's going on? Next stop, luckily, was a motel. It was Ludlow, California, motel, Route 66 motel, and diner. I like started crying because I was like, damn.
Just wanted to add this clip to see how lucky I really got. This is a miracle. Here's Ludlow, California, about an hour and a half outside LA. This is the small little town. And this is the diner that I stopped at, motel. Pictures inside, cute little place, cute place. Fried chicken sucks. And this is the motel I slept in right there, a long building. And let me show you how lucky I fucking got. This is a miracle. Look, what are the odds my car started shaking and the severe heat warning, like overly hot. Nothing around. There's nothing around miles away from here. Fucking miracle.
prayed and it actually worked, you know. I mean, who knows? But so I sit down in this diner and this lady comes up to me. It's like dead in here, but it's like got this cool vibe. It's in California, but it has this like southern like. She's like, "Hey, darling, how you doing?" And I started talking to her what I was doing. I was driving across the country, and they started telling me about all these people she met that are driving car, like country singers. I had no idea who she's talking about. I got the fried chicken meal because my dog loves chicken, and she fucking will lick balls for fried chicken. I know I'm from Kentucky, but it doesn't mean I like love fried chicken. I mean, who doesn't like fried chicken? It comes out, and part of it was raw. She gave it to me for free, and she gave me another one to eat. I told her the story and what I was going through, what I was doing. I was moving to Nashville. I'm going home to Louisville for a bit, and she was real sweet. I wish I remember her name. Shout out her. Her husband actually drove out. Her and her husband drove out to the motel to check my car. She offered to, and I didn't know. I'm in the middle of Ludlow, California. I don't know who the fuck. Like, I got this like weird cold vibe. Like, people get stopped here on the side of the road, and they get stuck, and then they get trapped, and then people I already had some Arabian dude try to pull me over and try to get me to like some kind of scam. I don't know. I was in Vegas, paranoid. I was super paranoid. So I feel bad for her. I'm sorry if I ever see her again, if she ever sees me ever. I don't know why she would, but. Sorry that I was being so paranoid and you were driving 40 minutes to come help me and look at my car, and I just didn't trust anyone. So I'm sorry. I'm about to take Ella for a walk. It's raining right now. I live in LA, so like coming back during the winter time has been kind of rough. I mean, it's not even that cold, but it's so dreary. It's so dreary. Let's finish the story when I go for a walk. While on the walk, I'll play you a song. This is my Honda Accord. I'm not sure how the fuck I got across the country in this thing, but it worked. Speaking of pianos, though, I had this thought yesterday, and this might sound stupid as fuck, but his life is like a piano. You know, you might sit down one day, you might be like, I don't know how to do this. I don't want to fucking do this. That's how I feel a lot of times. But then you might sit down one day, you might be like, you might find a couple chords, you might like learn a song. And you're like, oh, I like that. Then you're like, oh, I guess that's about it. You know, I guess that's all there is to it. But like right there in front of you is like all the keys. And from the naked eye, it looks the same, but there's so many different chords, melodies, progressions, opportunities, and songs that have already been made right there in front of us, and all it takes is a little bit seeking to find.
I also want to say that this is a song I wrote in LA with Santi, the guy I mentioned earlier, in Los Angeles. Hope you enjoy.
Ella loves to aggressively grab any piece of trash that she can eat off the ground, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. I've tried, gave her a little tap on the nose, didn't work. Back to my story though. I'm rocking that Zac Efron 2012 vibe. So yeah, I was at this motel. She came out there with her husband, brought me snacks, brought me goldfish and Gatorade because she knew how fucking hot it was and like it was dangerous. She yelled at me, she was like, "Hey, we're on my off day and it's just so inconsiderate." And I just don't know you though, I just don't trust her and I feel bad, but that's a new story. So then I trip out in the middle of the night thinking that like this place is some kind of cult trap thing where people get, you know, like manipulated off the side of the street. So yeah, so if you drive across the country and shit, fucking dog, bro, goddamn feline, no AC, hardly have enough money to get home. Because shit is ugly sometimes, you know? I mean, we all should have this conversation. I'm 21 years old. Being in like your early 20s, and they're in this age out of the pandemic, like if you're in school, out of school, trying to find a job, if you're like trying to chase your dream, like working in trade, this is a weird world to be in right now. It's a really weird situation. I mean, I feel like it's getting better. I'm trying to believe that. It's weird, like having a balance of like work, life, relationships, and just navigating this current, you know, state, the human state. I also want to start off by saying, no, I don't think I'm Emma Chamberlain, and no, I'm not trying to sell you on some merch or like brand deals. Like there's gonna be an ad in the video. One thing about coming from LA back home for a bit, and like just in general in the South, forgot what it was like to be around genuine, like nice people, hospitable people. A little hospitality can go a long way. Shit, I forgot a fucking bag. Fuck, hope they don't kill me. They're coming out their shotgun like, where you going, boy? That is dog manure on my property. Something funny about being in Los Angeles, I was like, people say, where you from? And I'm like, I'm from Louisville, like, you know, like Jack Harlow. As the people don't know about Louisville, you know, as a city. I mean, we have Muhammad Ali from here, but more beautiful Christmas blow-ups. Gotta love it. Oh, back to the story about driving back home across the country from LA to Louisville. So back to the motel, I had to drive at nighttime. Sleep during the day, stay at a hotel, sleep during the day, drive all through the night, and take stops and breaks and naps when I needed to, but it was that hot. I could not drive during the day. I got really sick on the way home too. I got like a fucking, I don't know what the fuck I got, but sinus infection and flu. I was as sick as a dog, bro, pushing through this fucking journey. But I made it, and I fucking made it. And I'm glad, you know, like, there's been a lot of people that left LA. You don't have to be there anymore to do what you want to do, to follow your dreams. Everything's on the internet now these days. Like, yeah, there's a lot of work there, and you have to be there on location for stuff. But as far as living there, like, that's just, there's no sense of community. That's not how I want to live my life, disconnected from people. I want to be grounded, and I want to have stability, and I think everybody wants that deep down. Actually, I lied. I'm going to do a little brand dealing thing. These are called everyday headphones. I love these motherfuckers. This is not a brand deal, but maybe it will be one day. So, I'm going to keep it real for a second with y'all. I'm going to keep it a buck. When I came home, I was, like, really depressed. I was, like, really fucking depressed. Like, I felt so lost. I felt so confused. I didn't know what God wanted me. Like, people kept talking to me about Nashville and Bright Green at Nashville and how it's growing and all this stuff. And I was like, maybe this is a sign. And then it kept coming up more and more, and I kept looking into it and, like, the music scene and how it's not just country music. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna check it out. Little community hot Cheetos. Or those are Takis. Oh, wow. I might take some home.